Welcome to the Unidentified podcast, episode number 3. I'm Adam McDermott, and I'm joined by Randy Fluharty and Nathan Hughes.
Hello, everyone.
We're doing a little change up. Okay, yeah. We're doing a little change up. Normally we talk about what we've been playing first, but we said, fuck that. We're going to bring our Steam review games. Basically, we take all user reviews from Steam on particular games and try and figure out what on earth they're actually talking about. We do, whoever wins it, it's a little competition. Whoever wins it gets to do the Steam reviews the following week. So last week, Randy won it.
Surprise.
Well, I won it the week before.
Yeah, because I was the... I wasn't participating.
I still won.
It's true.
Okay, Randy's record is shockingly incredible.
I've yet to lose.
Can I just put on the record? I'm a very competent second place. I've been
You've
nearly
been pretty consistent. Yeah. It's always been neck and neck.
Mm-hmm.
But you can't get the big one. Can't win the big time.
I'm the rookie.
Now I'm just thinking about wrestling.
Let's crack on into it, Randy. How many games do you have?
I have, I believe, 5 games.
5. Okay, perfect.
Thinking Elle's not here.
Oh yeah.
Elle's apparently a bi-weekly thing. That's apparently what's going to happen.
She's guest appearance.
Yeah, special guest Elle. Yeah. So, are we just doing this? We're getting in?
Yeah,
go ahead, in, buddy.
All
Fire
right.
away.
So, first game. I love
Team
this.
Fortress 2.
This is so much fun.
Jesus Christ.
I love this thing that we do. It's so stupid. Anyway. First game. First review for first game. No other game will let you experience what it's like to be the most powerful creature on Earth and still remain beholden to elevators.
Ooh. Powerful creature on Earth.
Yes.
I'm thinking
Creature, throw me off here.
Mass Effect.
Wrong.
'Cause I know Mass Effect that the elevators went on forever.
Yeah, that's not a bad guess. In fact, this elevator was a bit of a misguided thing. Of course, now that I said that, Nathan's not going to be thinking about elevators.
No. Damn it. I was thinking about elevators exclusively. I don't know. I can't really think of anything. It's creature.
You have a free guess.
I'm gonna say Deus Ex just for the giggles.
No, but it's better than saying nothing like you have in the past.
Thank you for reminding me.
Second review. I vomited the blood of Christian warriors onto a blue phallic rock. 10 out of 10.
What the fuck? A blue phallic rock.
A blue phallic rock. My favorite kind of rock.
Oh, yeah.
Hank, can you read that again?
I vomited the blood of Christian warriors onto a blue phallic rock. 10 out of 10.
Christian warriors. Blue phallic rock. Oh, Jesus. I don't know. I'm going to say... I don't know. That just seems really Mass Effect to me as well. I like this. I don't know.
Is that your guess?
You can.
He already guessed Mass Effect again. Yeah. No. Fuck it.
What about? Wait, no.
Wait, hold on.
What about the blue phallic rock or Christian warriors or blood? Makes you think of Mass Effect.
The monument things that Shepard touches. That's kind of like a dick.
Shepard.
I don't even know what any of those are in reference at all.
Yeah.
Powerful person.
Yeah.
The problem
you're
is
on the right track with the powerful person.
Yeah.
Yes.
The problem is we take Steam reviews too literal, and they're usually
Saints
jokes.
Row 4.
No. All right. So did Nathan guess yet?
I don't know. Civilization 4.
No. Oh, it was 5, but
Damn it.
no. Anyway,
Moving on.
this is all one review and is the final review.
Oh, here we go. This is the
And
clincher.
it is a string of quotes.
Okay.
A better love story than Twilight. God of War with actually attractive scenery for PC gamers. Worth it just to hear Patrick Stewart and Robert Carlyle.
Oh, Darksiders.
No.
Fuck.
It's
Oh.
I know. I remember watching this review.
Steampunk giant robot. That's kind of... whatever. Patrick Stewart and Robert Carlyle. You have as much time as you want, Adam. We can sit here all day.
I don't know who Robert Carlyle is, but
you know who Patrick Stewart is.
Yeah. He's not in... I can see the game, and I can see a scene with him in it. and it's a type of some sort of fantasy game. I think.
Do you want me to give you the hint?
Let me guess, and then you give the hint to both of us.
Okay.
I'm gonna. It's not. Fucking. It's.
Jeopardy music.
Fuck it. It's. I know it's not. It's not. It's not The Witcher 2.
No, it is not. The hint.
That's my guess.
Go on.
Dracula.
Castlevania.
No, Nathan got it.
Yes.
I was actually going to say Castlevania.
Yeah, boy.
But I thought that's stupid.
That correct answer is freaking stupid.
So, more
Flappy
specifically, which Castlevania was it? The second one?
Lords of Shadow 2 is what I
Because I remember watching a video where going, Patrick Stewart is in it, but it's not. He's not any good in it.
Yeah, no, he's not. I played the first Lords of Shadow and was like, this is not. Yeah, all right. Moving on, Nathan. 1, Adam, zilch.
And I could have had it.
You could have had it, but you didn't.
Hard luck, man.
Second game. I almost just said the title of the game. That would have been a mistake. This is the first review. I always thought that video games make violent people, in quotes, was bullcrap. Then I played this game.
Grand Theft Auto.
Nope.
Super Meat Boy.
Yes. Wow, that was a good one.
I
Good job.
am the new Randy. Randy is training.
Yeah,
me.
apparently, yeah. I'm learning from
right,
the best.
So, yeah, he just said this, makes people mad, and I was thinking, what's a really hard game? And I was thinking, well, Randy doesn't like Hotline Miami that much, so it's not that. And I was thinking, what else really hard game is there? And I was just thinking,
oh man, this is going to be like a Rocky montage. I'm like the Ivan Drago, and you're training to take me down.
If he dies, he dies.
Drago!
God, what a film.
I haven't seen it in decades. It's been so long.
Oh, brilliant.
The other review is just for funsies. This game was so hard it gave me a boner. 10 out of 10.
I like that one.
Next review. This game has made me rethink being a vegetarian.
Yeah, that would have been the one that would definitely go Meat Boy.
And then the last review, which I took because it was actually from a friend of mine. I noticed when I was looking through the reviews. Almost as good as actual meat. Bacon. So I thought that was a good one.
That's good.
This game is so hard it gave me a boner.
All right, next game. If Nathan takes this, he takes it.
He's not gonna.
Maybe I'll give bonus
I'm
points
mounting a comeback
somewhere, because we can't have the victory be up front, and then there's no tension. Anyway, you guys ready? Okay, did you guys get the right answer while I was gone?
No.
Okay. I don't even remember what I said. I started saying stuff. It's a good thing I asked if you guys were ready, because I was like, I might be disconnected. And I said, are you guys ready? And there was silence.
Yeah, I was like, oh crap,
all right.
Signal dropped. We're back in the room. Back in the room, guys.
Hopefully Nathan doesn't get this, because I want a close game.
Me too, actually. This will be fun.
Next game, first review. I went really fast and died. 10 out of 10.
I have a hint of what it might be.
I went really fast and died. Trials.
No, that's not a bad guess though.
I'm gonna say Sonic Generations.
Well, we have a winner.
For fuck. Is Sonic on?
It is actually Sonic Generations. Even that is the one. That is the one I chose. That was well done.
Jesus Christ!
Clean sweep. Holy crap! Oh, I'm gonna find another game just so Gavin has a chance.
Yeah. No, let's just keep going. Let's keep going.
Yeah, let's go on. That was too fast.
Holy shit, man!
We can't. That was really well done.
Gotta go fast.
All right, now I gotta find a new game quickly here. Let's click this. Maybe this will work. While I'm doing that, I will read the other reviews for it. I actually got a little bit more obvious because I thought this was going to take more time. Gotta go fast. Chili dogs, you're too slow.
Yeah, it was the gotta go fast.
Not fast enough to go through Green Hill, in case it wasn't obvious enough. And then, ladies and gentlemen, let's face it, Genesis does what Nintendo don't.
Oh, brilliant. Yeah, it was the gotta go fast, and I just remembered the multitude of memes on YouTube of gotta go fast, and I was like, oh, I know what that is.
Alright, Nathan is the unofficial victor, but we'll move on.
I want you to do the other two, because you took time to...
We're doing
Let's
the
do
other
this.
two.
Let's do this.
Next game, first review. It was 8 p.m., 5 minutes later it was 2 a.m., 10 out of 10.
Go ahead, Adam. I'll let you have. No,
Say it again. Say it again. Don't pity me.
Yeah. Go ahead, Adam. You go.
Go ahead, you peasant. You loser.
Go on. Well, read out again.
It was 8 p.m. 5 minutes later, it's 2 a.m. 10 out of 10.
XCOM.
Walking Dead.
No.
That's too...
Wait,
Nathan said XCOM. That's also wrong.
Oh, it's a very XCOM. You know, fits XCOM perfectly. You know.
Next review. Hexagons.
Oh, is it?
I know it is.
Then say it.
But
Yeah.
Go ahead.
No,
fine.
say it. I'm not going to guess until you guess.
Civ 5.
It is Civ 5.
There you go. Now, fuck you, Nathan.
Oh my god, this is causing strife.
Oh man, this is the last episode of the podcast.
Yeah,
that's what we get for shaking things up and starting first.
God.
Oh man, our spirits weren't lifted right off the bat. Like, you know, we do the hour and a half of the podcast originally, and we're in a good mood, so it's okay. But now when we start right off, we're out for blood. Oh man,
Now
that
you
is
have
brutal.
to get the final one so I can get something.
Just
and Nathan, I swear, if you go on, Adam, you have a guess there. You have a guess.
I was just being polite.
How adorable, Adam! Look at you.
Go on, laddie. Just have a guess there. Oh, you got her wrong. Have another one. No, just have another one.
I love
Keep
how-
going. Just
I love-
list off games.
I love how I said, like, yo, you have a guess. And then,
No, you
and
got it.
then I got it. It's just like, oh, I knew it anyways.
You're a big boy. You can do it. The other reviews for that, just for funsies. You'll decide to play for an hour and you'll realize 4 days later that your wife left you, but you're so close to killing that scumbag Gandhi that it doesn't even matter. 20 out of 10.
Fucking Gandhi. He's always the first to launch the nukes, which is ironic.
Only here will Kim Jong-un fight for democracy and Gandhi for world domination. There was a ton of... I just picked a couple, but there was a ton of Gandhi jokes in the thing. So many. I'm surprised we didn't do Civ earlier because there was just a whole bunch to pick from. Last, hopefully Adam's redemption. Just some
see.
personal victories for Adam here. I like the part where you solve puzzles.
Well, that could be fucking anything.
Sure could.
It could be, but it's only one thing.
Portal.
It is Portal! It is Portal! He got
Oh
it!
my god, oh my god.
Portal! Yeah!
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Suck it, Nathan.
My heart is heavy with defeat.
That was a 4 to 1. Ugh, that was a massacre.
Man.
Someone is gonna have to clean up after this. That's bad.
That's the loser cleans up. He has to clean up the food afterwards.
So Nathan,
You got annihilated. I hope you don't take this loss.
Oh, don't worry,
Too
man.
bad.
I won't.
yeah, that was the bonus round where he gets 6 points.
It was winner take all. Sudden death.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Okay. Brief intermission.
last.
We'll be back in a few minutes. Listeners won't know.
Okay.
We are back from our brief intermission, and in the lobby, we found someone.
She was out there.
Yeah.
She was out there waiting. She's like, hey guys. It sounds a lot like our one fan that's really excited. Hey guys, just sitting out here in the lobby waiting. I love you, Randy.
Alright, grand. Yeah, it's Elle, by the way.
Hi.
Brilliant. Okay, we're going to dive into... We finished our Steam reviews, and we're going to crack on with...
Oh, that bloodbath. That was brutal.
I was gonna say, I wonder who won.
No, I wasn't playing this time.
Oh, I really wonder who won then.
Oh.
So you actually... it was sarcasm before.
I won the bonus round, so I won...
Yeah. Adam
that's all he won.
Adam totally won the bonus round.
Yeah.
The bonus round.
Yeah,
Okay.
after there was such a brutal defeat, Adam's like, "Come on, give me give me one more chance." Oh,
I won
man.
the last one, and I was the last man standing, so that's all that counts.
That's true.
That is true. Okay,
That's
so
the right
we're going
attitude.
to crack on what we've been playing, and we'll start with... Who did I start with last time? Randy, what have you been playing?
So
You could say
I'm
nothing.
Dota 2. I tried playing Dota 2 with my friends.
Oh, you did, yeah.
I'm waiting for that game to get fun. More importantly, the thing that Dota 2 is hard to get into. Everybody knows, haha, whatever. I don't care about that. We can talk about that all day. I don't care. What I want to talk about is what is it about Dota 2 and MOBAs in general that just brings out the absolute worst in everyone that plays it. Everyone in that game is a horrible, horrible person. They're so mean. Like, you can't do anything wrong, even if you're just like, this is my first time playing, guys. Like, oh, loser! You didn't grab the mystical staff of Doom Shaker. You're an idiot. I'm like, what? I don't know what that is. And the game just started, and just leave me alone. I'm frightened, and everyone's just so mean. I don't know. What do you guys think? Why do you think everyone's so mean when they play that game?
I've only played 40 minutes, and I played with a friend of mine who guided me through everything, while I constantly asked questions and gave out about the camera.
Yeah, the camera is... I switched it so I control the camera with WASD, and I think that's better.
I think it's too close. I was like, whoa, let me zoom out and see what's going on. No, but you got the map for that. But this is too close. I want to zoom out. But you can't. That's not the way it plays.
Have you played Warcraft 3? Can't zoom out that far in Warcraft 3.
I have not played Warcraft at all.
What?
Never played World of Warcraft.
No, Warcraft 3. I'm not saying World of Warcraft. I want Warcraft 3.
Sorry, I haven't played that either.
All right, well, that's where Dota came from, right?
Nope.
Okay, so Dota is a Defense of the Ancients is what it's called. Is a mod for Warcraft 3. A map, more importantly, for Warcraft 3. And that game that you were playing in Dota 2 is just that mod. What's crazy about it is that Warcraft 3 is a Blizzard game, and Dota 2, the sequel to this mod of a Blizzard game, is a Valve game. That's kind of what's crazy about it. And they actually have models in it that look identical. Just higher res of the versions that are in Warcraft 3. It's pretty nuts.
Wow.
Yeah, it's pretty, and that game's just really rough to get into if you don't know what you're doing. It's got to be it has the worst barrier to entry for anyone ever. Not only are you faced with this really complicated game that takes a while just to learn, but you also have the worst community in the world just making it so hard for you to... Like, you can't ask questions, because if you ask questions, you're an idiot. You're a retard. You're a moron. You should die. Your mother's ugly if you ask questions.
Hey, how'd they know that?
And if you do all this... If you do anything wrong, if you do one... Even if they do something wrong, they'll have an excuse, of course, but if you do something wrong, well, you're just dumb. You're wrong.
Is there no beginners league?
No. I mean, in theory, there's matchmaking, but... From my experience, even the new people. So what I think happens is that people jump onto new Steam accounts, so they have a fresh, so they can go in and face people weaker than, or like less skilled than them. You know what I mean? They make a new account so they don't have as many games played on it, so they get matched up with people that don't have many games played, which is the dirtiest thing in the world. It sucks. I don't know. It's just something to do with my friends, I guess. But I don't know. I don't know why everyone is a horrible person. But that's kind of just the internet, right? Everyone's mean on the internet because they can be.
Maybe they're just really, really competitive.
But who cares? It's a free-to-play video game. You lose, big deal.
Yeah, but not everybody has that mentality.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like, if I can't be king at home, I'm going to be king in Dota, and I'm going to express my kingship all over all of you.
Being frustrated that you're losing is one thing, but being outright malicious to complete strangers is another. Like, this is not, you're doing this wrong, and now I'm frustrated. This is just pure insults, and now the game supports voice chat, so you're actually hearing a lot of people yell at you now. It's ridiculous. It's so bad that you have the option to mute everyone right in the beginning of the game, because they know. They're like, you're not going to want to talk to any of these guys. Because they're going to be mean to you. Just mute them. And they have this system in place. They have this system in place where you can rate each individual's friendliness and stuff. But it only randomly chooses who you rate. So you can't just be like, I want to rate this guy. Because they know if you were able to do that, it was people that were on the losing team would be like, oh, this guy who was really nice, he sucked. I'm going to rate him low because I don't like him. And it's,
It sounds like an epidemic in this game.
it's a problem. It's a real big problem. And I played League of Legends briefly, which I think, I don't know, I might say this. I think that's a better game. I think League of Legends is a better game than Dota 2. I might be wrong. Mm-hmm. But whatever. They're bad in that too. Like, they're evil people. Everyone is just horrible. I hate all people.
Okay, so you've had fun.
Yeah, it's great freaking time playing Dota 2. I highly recommend. That's all I've been playing.
10 out of 10.
Yeah,
10 out of 10.
That's all I've been playing.
Jumian, that's it. Wow, nice and short for yourself. I suppose back in college and all that.
Yeah. Nathan,
what about yourself?
Last week we were talking about the new Metal Gear TGS gameplay demo, whatever, and it just came out this week that the English version came out. So like it was no longer just dubbed over or it was no longer in Japanese. It was dubbed over. Hi, Puma. Okay, basically. It was dubbed over in English this time, and I was watching it and I was like, this kind of got me, had a hankering to play a bit of MGS, but I didn't want to. Me and Randy had a massive discussion about how, I'll get to that in a bit. So I was like, I want to play a Metal Gear Solid game, but I don't want to have to get totally engrossed in the story, because I know the story, I know how it goes. So I decided to fire up Peace Walker for the first time in maybe a year, since the HD collection came out. And I gotta say, it's still a really enjoyable game. It's very, it's the perfect mobile game, I think. Perfect game for a PSP. That is probably a game you would definitely be playing for hours on a PSP. You can get it on a you can get it on a PS Vita as well.
And PS3.
And PS3. But it is the perfect PS Vita game because all the missions are bite-sized chunks. You just play them in short, brief levels, and it's still the Metal Gear Solid experience. You get to use cool gadgets. You get to CQC.
CQC.
Yeah. Try to remember the basics of CQC. I fucking love Metal Gear Solid.
Push the action button.
I used to have as ages ago on my Twitter profile. I had try to remember the basics of KFC. Every time I saw it, there's a picture of Snake as the Colonel, and it just made me laugh every time I saw it. Anyways, so if you haven't played Peace Walker, I would definitely recommend it. I know that Phantom Pain is not a sequel to 4 at all. It's not it's a completely different game, and it is more akin to Peace Walker than anything else, because you have a lot of team management kind of stuff. You have to look after a base, and a lot of those elements in Peace Walker look like they're coming back in Phantom Pain. And yeah, it's a great game, very fun. 10 out of 10. I definitely recommend. Randy, you said you didn't play Peace Walker, did you? And you're
I played very, very little of Peace Walker. Mm-hmm. I don't know what it is. Something about it that just rubs me the wrong way. There's less. The thing that I go to Metal Gear Solid for is the story, and there's less of it in that.
Yeah, it's a very B kind of spin-off story.
Yeah, it's kind of it's clearly designed for playing on the go, because you can play a mission real quick and you can put it down and stop. You're not going to miss anything.
Yeah.
But, that's not what I go to Metal Gear Solid for. I go for the crazy, weird stories and weirdness and stories and weird.
Yeah. So, me and Randy had a major discussion about Metal Gear, just kind of dipping into, how crazy it is, but also how kind of grounded it is at the same time. It has this weird hybrid. And
so within at some point, you'll have Snake being all cocky and smooth and hitting on everything that moves, despite there being a nuclear bomb that's going to go off in an hour.
Priorities, man.
That will end the world. And you have these super emotional scenes my girlfriend's getting sniped over there, and I'm sitting here and then all of a sudden you can get in a cardboard box and pop out. And it's just super weird, this weird contrast of tone.
Yeah.
But it works. And I don't know why. It's like ever since we talked about Assassin's Creed, I'm it's the Assassin's Creed of blank.
Yeah.
I can't explain to you why it works, but it does.
Yeah, you said you weren't a big fan of anime, manga, and
that's another thing. Is that
very anime?
This is a very anime thing, and I despise anime.
it's so ridiculous at times.
For that reason, as a matter of fact, because anime is very self-serious a lot of the time, but then very, very, very goofy a second later. But I don't know, something about Metal Gear Solid just works for me.
Yeah, no, I agree.
It's not perfect, but
some great bosses, I think. Cool mechanics. It always does something different.
Always a really great soundtrack.
Yes, definitely. Just Metal Gear is a great series, and I'm happy that like it's getting more popular now, because I was thinking maybe 4 is it, and because Peace Walker was after 4, I think, and I don't think as many people bought Peace Walker. But now that 5 has come out,
that's because it was on the PSP.
Yeah, but now that 5's come back, and then everyone's like, "Oh, I gotta get the HD collection." Do you know what I mean? And I'm happy.
I mean, that's kind of what happened with me. Is I forgot. I thought maybe I was just like, I'm too stupid to remember the story of Metal Gear Solid, and I'm like, no. After replaying it, I'm like, no, that's perfectly justified that I don't remember this, because that sucker is crazy.
It's crazy.
That gets real crazy.
Yeah, like 1 is fine. It's okay. Like there's a bit.
One is.
A few treads here and there.
You can follow it.
Yeah.
In 2, if you just going in blind in 2, I'm like, what is going on?
Yeah.
Especially near the end, you're just like, whoa.
Yeah, it's fine for so like maybe so many hours.
3/4.
Yeah, and then just an explosion of like, what the fuck. Even if you've played the game and know all the story, up to that point, you still just scratch your head and go, okay, hold on, let me crack open the wiki here.
Basically, once they introduce the Patriots, that's when I get lost. I'm like, wait, well, Patriots? What does that mean?
Yeah, it's just mad game, crazy game.
That's so nuts. I don't know why I like it.
But yeah, it's so appealing. Yeah, exactly. It's one of those kind of games that are just so crazy, and it kind of loses itself in a bit. I think like the message gets kind of askew at some point. But that's what I think, because it's very hard to follow at times. Like if you have to look up a wiki for something, then I think that kind of loses it a bit. But yeah. Metal Gear is good. Metal Gear 2 is great. Probably, I want to say my second favorite, because I really like 1, because that was the first one I played, so nostalgia.
That's also the first one I played.
Yeah. But you said you didn't enjoy it. You said it's rough, is it?
No, I liked it a ton when I was a kid. I was like, this is the greatest thing in the world. Look at this. You can hide in a cardboard box. It's incredible. But then 2 came out, and I just think, as a game, it is better. You can aim. The camera is not as bad.
Yeah.
I thought the boss fights, going back and playing through all the Metal Gear games again, the boss fights in 1, especially the first Sniper Wolf encounter, is real rough, because that's basically just an endurance fight.
Yeah.
Because the aiming is so bad, you're just like, do I have enough rations to take her unbelievable accuracy compared to my awkward aiming? And if you don't, you have to go and get some more, and it's not that great.
Sorry, Adam,
where
you were going to say
does
something.
4 rank? Because Randy, you recently played them all again. Where does 4 rank?
In terms of my favorites?
Yeah.
3rd.
Oh, alright. I thought fair enough.
Go 2, 1, and 4 for me.
I would say 4 is 4 for me, because it's not to say that like it's bad or anything. It's just they're all incredibly good. But this is like saying like 100, 99, 98, 97. Do you know what I mean? They're all incredibly great games, but I don't know. I think Metal Gear 4 kind of just goes a bit bananas, even more so.
No,
than 2.
It does not. No, it does not. It does. You're nuts. If you think that Metal Gear Solid 4 is crazier than Metal Gear Solid 2,
no. I said it's like the cream on top of the crazy cake. It's not.
I mean, it has to, because of the mess they made in Metal Gear Solid 2. Where else was it going to go?
Yeah, but 4 is great fan service, but as a game, it's okay.
It's way more playable than any other Metal Gear Solid.
Definitely, yeah,
by far.
So yeah, Metal Gear, thumbs up.
Brilliant. Elle, what have you been playing at? What have you been playing?
Hello.
Hello.
Well, okay, so I was trying. Okay, so I've been like trying to make games lately, like easier stuff rather, like RPG Maker stuff and like Flash games. So I was playing some which were made by some normal people somewhere, and I'd like set up a 5-sum of games I was gonna play in order, which was Witch's House, Ebe, Mad Father, Off, and then Wada Nohara. So now I'm playing Ebe, which is fun.
Is that an RPG Maker game?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, not all of them are, but I think Eve, Witch's House, and Mad Father are off. I don't believe it is. But yeah, so I'm playing Eve right now. which is actually really interesting.
Ib?
Yeah, IB.
Okay. All right.
It's about this this girl. I think she's probably like 10 or maybe 11 or something, and she goes to the museum with her parents to see this exhibit by this artist that they all really like, or maybe the parents just like it and they drag her. I don't know, but then it's one of those things where, you know, she like goes off and looks at a painting, and the painting gets all fucked up, and she realizes she's in like the nega world, you know.
It kind of sounds like Link Between Worlds a little bit.
It does, but you don't ever. It's not like you go between the real and fake world. Like, you just go through the crazy painter's like subconscious mind of what his paintings were supposed to represent, and it's kind of like a horror game, but it's, you know, it's on RPG Maker, so it's a little bit like, that's
Are there monsters?
There are a few monsters.
All right,
yes.
so it's interesting.
Yeah, Elle's interested now.
Okay, you know what? They don't all have monsters. I mean, they all kind of do, except Mad Father doesn't really have monsters. Oh, yeah, it does. Never mind.
I challenge you to play a game without monsters.
Fine, I will.
Call of
And
Duty.
I have.
Let's do it.
I've played Call of Duty.
Play it again.
Little known fact, I was actually a fangirl of Call of Duty when I was in high school.
Which
because
one?
I loved the campaign.
Which Call of Duty?
I was way into the campaign. I played the campaigns of World at War, Modern Warfare 1, Modern Warfare 2, and there's another one that I don't remember.
Black Ops.
World at War was my favorite one.
What?
I like old... Yeah, I mean, at the time I was really into, like, you know, romantic war movies. And World War 2 is about as romantic as you can get in America before we start being assholes to everybody.
I don't think I've ever heard someone say my favorite Call of Duty is World at War. I don't think I've ever heard that.
Just blow it in your mind. It's not now. Like, now it's not, but
well, what is it now?
at the time it was. I don't know. I don't know if I really have a favorite anymore. But
So
I
it's still World at War?
I liked Modern Warfare 1. That one was pretty great.
Yeah, it really is.
World of
It
War.
was awesome.
World of War had that cool mission, the one with the sniper. It was kind of like that film. Enemy at the Gates, which is a great
Plus,
film.
Kiefer Sutherland's in it. Ooh. And Gary Oldman.
Yeah, and Ron Perlman and Jude Law, right?
Wait.
Enemy
in Call
at
of
the
Duty?
Gates.
Oh, no, I was talking about Call of Duty.
Oh, sorry, no. Enemy at the Gates, though, I watched that after I played World at War. It's literally, like, the same. They just took the cinematography from that movie and just made the game with it. And I was like, really, guys? But it was cool because they're like, you know, shoot that guy when the plane comes over so nobody hears the gunshot and stuff like that. And there's all these, like, really, really overblown, like, scenes where you're, you know, like, oh, run out there, dude. Dimitri, whatever your name is. I think it was Dimitri because I always like learning the names of all the characters because I'm like, oh yeah, Roach, you're my favorite, best boy. But like, you run out into the street and then of course like Mozart's Dizzy Rays starts playing like High Blast while you're shooting people and I was like, really? This is a little bit ridiculous. But then of course,
but also awesome.
You're like, oh, okay, this is great. Fuck.
There's a part in Black Ops where Fortunate Son starts playing. When you're in Vietnam, and I'm like, this is either the dumbest thing in the world or the coolest thing I've ever seen. I'm not sure.
It rides that fine line between like, this is stupid.
This might be going a little bit on the nose, but at the same time, it's a nose that I like.
Fun fact: whenever you hear that Fortunate Son song, you only ever hear like the first two lyrics of it. So, because that's the only.
Because that's the only. It's a 30-second song.
But that's the only bit in the song that's kind of like it's a very non-patriotic song. It's a very like anti-war song, but they always play it in war movies. But it's just the first two lines are the only ones you kind of get away with. Just if you ever hear that song in a movie or whatever TV show, game, and you just listen for it, you will only hear the first two lines.
Well, yeah. Plus those first, you know, the chorus is what gets people's blood.
Oh yeah. I guess yeah. That depends. Just that.
Yeah,
so some people born with whatever. That bit.
Is Black Ops the one where you like ride a motorcycle while shooting a shotgun out of a prison?
Yes.
No. Yes.
Yeah.
Are you sure? Or is
it
Black Ops 2?
No, that's one. You escaped the prison with your man.
Man, I don't remember that at all.
Just not remember you were fighting a guy in like a dirty Russian gulag thingy.
Yes, that was what happened, and I was like, "Why is soap here?" And then I stopped being interested.
Soap?
I was like,
are you sure this is Modern Warfare something then.
No,
Soap
this is
in
no,
it.
it wasn't. So I don't know
Oh
what.
no, somebody was there.
The guy Reznov from 5.
Oh, okay.
right.
Oh, yeah, okay. I remember.
There you go.
I was
Okay.
like, what is happening?
When you said motorcycle, I was thinking like modern urban setting. It's not. It's like in a desert.
No. Yeah.
Right? Yeah, okay, I remember.
It was so silly.
I thought it was awesome. I like Black Ops a lot.
Great escape that shit and just drive off on a motorcycle from prison. Great moment. You get to fly a helicopter in that game as well, which is so weird.
Yeah, it sucks.
I only remember. I remember it because they had the peace sign just swinging out from your like the cockpit, and I was like,
You gosh darn right it does.
God
dang.
There was this one scene in it, right? So do you remember in like that's spoilers, I guess. But if you probably already played it, I guess, if you cared as much. But do you know the bit where you're like kind of interrogating a guy and you have to smash the glass, and you put the glass in his mouth?
Yep.
And then right immediately after that, he's friends with you, and he's just happily just shooting alongside you. I'm kind of like, if someone puts fucking glass in my mouth and makes me eat it, I'm going to be like, maybe I shouldn't hang out with you and try to make an escape. Like, I know what you mean.
So which guy was the... Yeah, because he was like a double agent or whatever. He was undercover when he was doing it, right? Wasn't it Reznov you were doing that too?
No, some other guy.
You were putting up a front, I thought, when you were torturing this guy.
I
don't freaking remember.
That's exactly like...
Gosh darn it.
Putting up a front. I wasn't really into it while I was.
No, but I mean, you're playing the part. Like, these enemies that have us captured want me to torture this guy, so I have to pretend
I understand.
Jesus.
I thought it was funny.
Talk about...
I just don't
going
freaking
for
remember.
it. Method acting. I'm gonna stick glass in this guy's mouth, really sell it.
No, yeah, he is real. No, it's like, no, this will be great. It'll look great. Just stick a piece of glass in my mouth, and then punch me really hard. It'll be awesome.
What was the big controversial thing in that game? 'Cause they always have to up the ante with something.
In
more
that one, I
controversial.
don't think there was anything major in that one, but the one before that,
Probably the flamethrower, maybe? You get to use a flamethrower or something like that.
I don't remember. I remember the no Russian mission in Modern Warfare 2
Oh,
was a freaking massive, huge
I
poop
remember that
Yeah.
shit.
in the media,
And
Game fucked me up.
Tree had you like I remember like a child got killed or something like that. There was an explosion,
Yeah.
and the child got killed, and that was like, oh,
Yeah,
what?
like a tourist.
but I don't think anybody cared by then because
Yeah,
I didn't hear about it.
I don't
Like,
care.
well, no Russian was way worse because you were murdering innocent people, and that was.
Oh, and the lead up to it was so intense because you're just in the elevator, and then like you all get out of the elevator, and all the people are just standing around, and they all kind of look over like, why do they have guns? And then they all get shot, and it's just like, oh no,
Yeah, I thought that was a cool mission though.
no. But it's like so scary when you're going down the elevator and you see all the flights start taking off, and they all say delayed, and you're like, oh, it's because everyone's dead. I get it.
Delayed permanently.
Although I thought that was like, that's like a scene that should be very well orchestrated and like, very effective. And yet the first time I played it, I was like, I'm not going to shoot anyone. I'm going to be a good
Which you can
smart
do,
American.
right?
Yeah.
You can get through that without shooting anybody.
But then
Yeah, but I accidentally shot one of the people in that party and had to start over because they knew I was.
You see, that's
Spy.
where that game goes in a weird direction because, well, they know you're a spy at the end of that mission anyway.
I know. I was like, come on, guys.
So they're like, oh, you blew your cover, but they knew the whole time that you were undercover. They just wanted to,
know.
like, what?
It's pacing syndrome. Like, oh, you figured it out before we let you figure it out. Like, go
Yeah.
back and do it again as punishment.
That's the
So
issue
many games
with
have
video
that.
games is that if you do something that the game designers don't want you to do, like how do the game designers handle that? It's Assassin's Creed is a big bringing back Assassin's Creed because we haven't talked about that enough. When you fail in those missions, there's just like desynchronize, you're done, get out of here.
Get out!
There's no like improvising. It's just, hey, you screwed up, start over.
well, apparently the new one will have kind of like you get to adapt. Like if you fuck up, you get to the game just keeps going and you have to do something else, which is
I'll
really
take 10
interesting.
copies.
Apparently it's something like you have to like if you steal it, you have to steal a key or something like that. But if the guy ends up getting away, you have to do something like you have to eavesdrop on a guard's conversation and then find out where he is again, or some shit like that. I don't know.
They kind of have to do that because it's co-op now. Mm-hmm. They can't just have a big old fail screen when the three other guys are like, oh, what'd you do?
Yeah, I don't think it's all
We're
co-op.
done.
Though. Like it's just certain missions you can do co-op.
Yeah.
But that was annoying, like when you'd be doing a mission and then it'd be like, don't be seen by so-and-so, and then you would like jump randomly when you were trying to climb, because that's how Assassin's Creed works. Like
Yeah.
you're like, oh, I'm trying to put. Oh, there I go. Fuck, and you like land right on top of it.
Salute, Claudia!
And you've like
And you're like,
60
I could've
billion
gotten out of
beggars,
that.
60 billion beggars surrounding you, and you're like, oh shit, circle, and then suddenly you throw one into a stall. Oh fuck.
Or I stabbed them.
For the minstrels
Jesus.
just running around.
Yeah.
Like,
Ezio did not kill civilians.
No.
Just so you know.
that's true.
He
Yeah,
could,
just so you know.
he could kill 3, and
didn't
then
just
wait a
happen.
while, and then kill 3 more. But
That
you
didn't
can't.
just happen. He never did that.
So when Desmond is Desmond actually controlling Ezio then? Is that the idea?
Yeah, like Desmond is that.
So how is he reliving? So he has to relive the memories exactly as they happened.
Yeah.
That's so dumb.
Exactly.
So when you think about it like that, is that you're going through the most... He might as well be watching a video, because there's no point.
But
He has to... If he does anything outside of what Ezio did, except for kill 2 people, because apparently that's cool, but 3, then it desynchronizes you and you have to start over. So it's like, oh, Ezio didn't do this.
I
So-
just look the second you start picking apart Assassin's Creed, you fall down a rabbit hole of this game doesn't make sense.
But yet we love it.
Yeah, Assassin's Creed is like a Jenga. Like if you pull out too many of the pieces, it's just over.
It's better
There's
to just
nothing
it's better
play
to,
anymore.
yeah, just stand back in the mirror and say, look what I made. Look at this.
Yeah.
Isn't it great? But what about nope, don't touch that. But what about no, leave it. So yeah, that airport scene in Modern Warfare 2, that is like, it's up there with one of the most like kind of harrowing things I've ever played, where I'm kind of just looking at myself and going, what am I even doing? Why am I even playing this? Like that and GTA 5 had a moment, which I won't say because I know Adam and Randy haven't
I haven't
played
played it yet.
But man, once you play it, you're going to be like, this was just, why did I have to do this? It was just horrible, and I hate myself for doing it.
Oh, Nathan.
I wasn't that dramatic, but you're just going to be like, oh, this is really dark and terrible. But justified, apparently.
What about the nuclear explosion in Modern Warfare 1? That was way intense.
Those are cool moments.
Yeah, that was cool.
I like that even better, actually, than like, the airport.
That was a great mission, and you have to save the pilot and then like bring her.
And then you die anyway.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, and you crawl out of the wreckage like,
Yeah.
oh, yeah, this is what real... Yeah, that happened to so many people.
You're
Which
like, alive.
I feel
dead.
we're kind of way off topic here, but that's kind of what lost it for me in Call of Duty once you became a superhero. Before, when you were just a number, like that was the whole idea of the original Call of Duty games. Like, listen, you're not a super soldier. You are a number that has to go in here. If you die, guess what? There's going to be someone else that replaces you. Big freaking deal. Like that's kind of what was cool about the original Call of Duty games. You felt like just a minuscule part of this massive war. And as the games went on, starting with Modern Warfare 1, and it's just gotten worse since.
Yeah, because
you are now a superhero.
Yeah, the idea is that you're part of like a spec ops team, like an elite squad or whatever. So you're kind of like invincible, where you're like, oh, we get to do these really tight, operations that are really meticulously planned, as opposed to we're in war or whatever. Because I've only played like the ones I've played recently. What have I played? Black Ops 2. That's very much you're part of a squad that is sent in to help people. You're not part.
I mean,
of
you are a main voice acted character, right?
Yeah, the guy is what's his name? He was in the Avatar. That guy, the Australian
Yep.
dude.
Yep, the guy that is trying really hard not to sound Australian, but
Yeah.
failing miserably.
Oh, it's so funny. He's just it's terrible in one. I just remembered Ice Cube was in Black Ops 1.
He was.
Holy
What?
Yeah,
He
was.
speaks Russian.
Yeah, it's pretty funny.
Really?
Yeah.
God, what is that guy's name? All right, Adam, you seem you're bored.
No. I'm fascinated by all this.
Adam hasn't said a word. What is that guy's name?
Who?
Oh well.
Who's the actor that plays Foley? That's in like he's in Mass Effect also as.
Steve Blum?
David Tingy. What's his name? David. Fuck, he's in Saints Row as well.
Who is it? I can't remember his name. I can never remember it.
Let me fast Google Saints Row. David. No. What's his name?
Ramirez. Give me a burger.
Oh,
and fries.
Keith David. Keith David.
Keith
Oh right,
David,
yeah. He's fun fact. He's been the voice of a documentary on the WWE Network, which I
Really?
am paying $9.99 to access.
A whole $9.99.
If you listen, you get every pay-per-view, including WrestleMania, for just $9.99.
Wow.
Now, how much would you pay?
I wouldn't.
I wouldn't pay.
But what if I told you that you get
I'd hang on
original?
to my money.
What if I told you that not only do you get every pay-per-view that WWE produces, but you get all of their past pay-per-views as well as every ECW and WCW pay-per-view. Now, how much would you pay?
Oh boy,
Oh,
I would still
that,
pay.
That I would pay, like, maybe I still wouldn't pay.
But it's only $9.99.
But I would never watch it.
Plus, you get such great original programming like WWE
it's like
Countdown,
you're trying to sell
Legends
ice to
House,
us, Randy. Randy, you're trying to sell ice to us.
Monday Night Wars.
We don't need ice. It's okay. It's fine.
You'd have to legitimately pay them to watch.
I would.
Yeah,
I
You'd
would.
have to pay
I would
them
get paid
$9.99 a
$9.99.
I
month
wouldn't
to
mind.
watch.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind watching wrestling if I had a few beers and I was like, oh, if this is fun, go for it.
Yeah, really.
But that's it, really.
NXT.
Go on for it, lads. Go for the pin. Nice one. Give me my money.
Just be clear, we don't hate wrestling. We just choose not to watch it.
Yeah.
I don't care if you hate wrestling anyway.
Doesn't
Wrestling,
matter.
you
Don't
should
hate
hate
it.
wrestling.
We
It's real
just don't
stupid.
give a shit. Like, we couldn't care less about it.
Yeah.
That's it, really.
I used to watch MMA, but I've never watched wrestling.
Wrestling, they're different. They're very, very different.
I know. That's why I didn't, try to insinuate that they were similar.
Wrestling's way better.
I used to watch them when I was younger, I guess, back in the heyday, when everyone was watching wrestling, back in the 90s. But, yeah.
That's true. There were a lot of people watching wrestling back then.
Did you watch MMA back in the days of Chocolate Dell, was it, Elle?
Yeah. I mean, I watched probably a few years ago because Fedor Emelianenko was like my homeboy. He's my favorite.
I remember watching UFC before it was UFC, like when it was just Ultimate Fighting, and the logo was like a giant guy standing over a globe pounding on it. And, like, it was
I think
so
they had
cool.
that for a while.
They were in a ring. It wasn't even an octagon; it was a ring, and they didn't have like restrictions on chokes or bleeding or anything. They were just like freaking fight each other. Who gives a crap?
Yeah, for
it's
the
way.
first few.
It was so
like
brutal.
in the very first UFC pay per view, a guy just as one guy was getting up off the canvas, he just kicked him square in the face, and that was it. Fight over.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah, that's
So,
like
no,
that.
maybe we should not allow that.
It's super lame
People
now.
who are down.
I mean, as safe as it is now, it's super freaking boring. I don't like now. Everyone stops to fight when it gets good.
Just want to see them kill each
No,
other.
they stop him when a guy's about to go unconscious,
Right, and that's the cool part.
or is already unconscious.
Yeah, but that rarely happens because they're smart. Because they stop people before serious injury. But serious injury is cool.
Yeah.
They want guys to be able to remember their kids' names when they're
I don't
50.
care about them. They shouldn't sign up for that then if they don't want that to be a factor.
Would you
I think
just
that's
care if they're robots?
An American thing. We just want to see everybody get horribly injured in sports.
Hey,
Have you guys
they
ever
know what they're
seen,
signing up for.
Have you guys ever seen that show, Scarred? Like, back in the day?
No.
It's about 5 years old at this point. Right, so it's this kind of skateboarding show where people would send in clips of them getting absolutely fucking destroyed doing tricks.
Oh, yeah, we
And-
have like a million of those now.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm pretty sure this was one of the originals, but like they had like this thing called like the most fucked up clip of the day, and it was just, oh my god, the shit you would
Somebody's
see.
arm snap
Yeah,
backwards or
like
something.
one guy, he cracked his arm over a barrier, and it was just Harry Potter in the Chamber of Secrets situation there. He was just flinging it around, going, I can't feel my arm, and like he hit himself in the face with his own hand at one point. And I was like, okay, this is just it's so horrible to look at.
We have channels that are basically dedicated to those shows now. We have there's a channel called True TV that plays almost exclusively those kinds of shows. It's just like,
I need to
super-
move.
Growing up instead of getting injured.
there are those too, but there are definitely ones where it's like, oh, this guy's an idiot. He's using a pogo stick on a trampoline, and there's a cactus over there. Wonder what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
I need to see this. What does happen?
That's why I watch hockey, actually.
For the
I'm
brutal.
just waiting for the day that somebody slips and their ice skate slices somebody's
Oh,
throat.
God.
That did happen. That did.
I want to see it in real life, though. I want to see
Wait.
No, no,
that happen.
Just go
okay.
YouTube it. It's there.
I want to see the lights go out in his eyes.
There was no. He's still alive, but he
No, I know.
never played again.
That reminds me of that. Was
I would hope not.
Blades of Glory? Did you ever see that? There's the ice skating film.
No, I have no intention of ever seeing Blade.
I
Blades
love
of Glory.
that movie.
They had a
Don't
move
even
called
start.
the Iron Butterfly. It was basically like you were meant to like do a spin, and you're meant to like put your skate up near their neck, and it's just like, and in the movie it just like he just trimmed off a bit of his hair. And they were showing clips of it in like China, like they're just showing like, oh, someone practicing the move, and then like this Chinese competitor was doing it in like in China, like a big square or whatever. and they're just doing the move, and all of a sudden the woman's head just falls off her shoulders and starts rolling across the ice. And we're like, oh shit! It's like, that's the move you're gonna be doing. Great film.
And then he's like, we're gonna do the Iron Butterfly. I swear to God, if you cut my head off.
Yeah. Great
Yeah, Will Ferrell.
It was not a good movie, but I loved it.
Well, no, there are plenty of good or bad movies out there that I enjoy.
I saw that with my
I can't think of
parents,
any,
and it was
but
awful.
they're out there.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of the last bad movie that I was like.
I'm like,
kinda
there are
funny.
bad movies out there that I legitimately enjoy. Like, not even ironically, as in, oh, this is bad, it's funny, haha. I'm sure there's got to be. I know there are movies out there.
Everybody has movies like that.
Damn
They're
straight.
just terrible, and you're like, I'm not going to defend this, but I love it.
And I can't
Like
explain.
Like TMNT. I will not defend it, but I loved it.
I haven't even. I can't. I don't know if I can. I don't know if my body can handle it.
Oh my God, it was so bad.
They look so weird.
They do. They look better than the new one, though.
Oh, the new one is what I was talking about. What you were? You were
No, I
talking
mean
about
like the CGI one.
Okay, that one wasn't that bad.
That was alright.
Yeah, exactly. Like it was not good.
The
but,
new
you
one
know.
looks rough.
Oh, the
Looks
new one.
real. It looks so bad.
Scary.
I haven't seen it, but oh boy,
I'm pretty sure it is.
they look so weird. Anyway, so RPG Maker.
Yeah, it's fun
Jesus.
stuff, guys.
We've come full
It's that
circle.
Lots of the games have reused sprites, so you're like, oh hey, it's
Well,
that from
that's
the
the
other
bummer
game.
about. That's the big stigma against RPG Maker games. They often get written off right away because they're like, oh, the same sprites, the same combat system, blah, blah. But a lot of times there are some decent stories in there that people haven't seen.
Yeah, that's like the butter of RPG Maker games is the storyline.
I have quite a
stuff.
few of those RPG Maker. Like, a Humble Bundle had like 1,000 of them or something. It was a bit of an exaggeration, but there's a bunch of them in there. And I bought it. I'm like, oh, it's like $2. I'll freaking do it. Why not? I haven't played a single one of them, but hey, they're there if I ever want to touch them.
I liked Witch's House. That game was very, very, very intense compared to like the others. Like
How
it's
so?
one of those like everything kills you.
Oh,
Every
okay,
single
okay.
thing. Like everything. Everything.
It's
And it's so bad.
Is it like Dark Souls?
Yeah, but it's easier because it's an RPG Maker game. But you know, like you only have one life, really, and you have to keep constantly saving because like there'll be like, not to spoil, but like there are like items where like, because every room has a puzzle, you know, every section has puzzles, and the puzzles can kill you if you don't. Like there are parts where you have to like climb into like a fireplace or something to find
Yep.
an item.
Yeah.
And there'll be like a little sparkle, like, oh, there's an item in there, and you climb in, and just bricks, like the thing just falls, and you're just
That-
crushed to death, and you're like, oh, wow, okay, like,
That sounds very old school.
Yeah.
Like old school adventure game, like Dragon's Lair or something like that, where you're just like, I don't know. There's no possible way I would have seen that coming, but I'm dead. Yay! We
Yeah.
we have since come out of that design philosophy. I'll tell you why, because it sucks. Like you go back and play those old adventure games, like, oh, I'm gonna go up to this door. I don't know, I'm dead. There's no possible way I would have known that I was gonna die here, but hey, guess what? I'm dead.
well, they often give you a choice, like, do you want to go look at it? And you're like, yeah.
Yeah, but there's
I
no.
will.
Of course, you're gonna look at it because it might be something that you need. But then there's 50% chance that it's gonna kill you.
Randy. I just imagine you sitting in like a study with a roaring fireplace, wearing like a burgundy robe with a big beard and a glass of scotch, and you're just like, you know why we left that behind? Because it sucks.
Alcohol-free
Back in
scotch.
the day. Yeah, the alcohol-free scotch. Just Coke.
Do they have that?
Coke with
It's
a
called
glass
apple juice.
With
Yeah.
one ice cube.
Yeah,
You
just-
know why we left that back in the day? Because it's terrible.
yeah. I mean, I'm not wrong. I mean,
And then like
people
a bald
don't.
eagle lands on your shoulder. Just
People don't do. I mean, there are ways you can do it, but I guess what happens when that happens in that game? What happens when you die?
yeah, you just go back to the last save.
And
point.
when is the last save point? Is there ever a time where you're like losing a decent chunk of time? Is it one of the? It's a Japanese RPG style game, so there's
Yeah. I
so
mean,
there's
some
a
of
decent
them-
chance that you're losing.
Yeah, Witch's House you have to save at save points, but there are other games, I believe, even Water No Higher, you can save whenever you want, which is very useful.
Yeah, I'm not opposed to save points necessarily because they'll put them in
Oh no, you
spots.
do have to do save points too. But Oni you can save whenever you want, which is nice.
Yeah.
I will not play that game.
Yeah, I dabbled in RPG Maker as well. I made like a really small thing that didn't have any combat in it, just so I could. I feel like that's the best way to do it: is get your scenario set up first, and then add the combat, because that's going to take up the most time. Is just making the combat work and balance it and make sure there's items and all that crap. Like, that's the boring stuff. I don't care about any of that. I don't want to do it anyway. I want it in the game, but I don't want to be the one that does it.
Yeah. But if it's your baby, you'll do what you need to do to get it to work.
Yeah, Adam.
Yes, indeed.
How you doing?
Pretty good. Anything else, Alex? What's your, like, because you're in the process of game design. What's that like learning it as opposed to in a classroom setting?
Oh, well, funny you should ask. So usually we just learn about, so far we've been learning about, the basic elements of what makes up a game. I could pull out my notebook if you'd like, or we could do that another time. I can give a lesson on it.
Before you explain to me your expectations going in, were you like, oh, whatever, I played video games before these, I know what goes into a game. Is it different than what you thought it would be?
No, I mean, I was very excited to learn, because I feel like, no matter how much you think you know about something, learning about the concrete details of it, like what makes up a game besides just like the things that you think, like a character and that kind of stuff. It's also cool to learn about not just what should be in a game, like what's the most important part of a game, and what's the best part of any game, right? It's the player, obviously, because without the player there's no game, and things like that. And it's about like the relationships between the player, the expectations they have, the resources that they have, like the items, things that they collect, and then we also learned about like different types of games. And also, actually last class, we learned about premises, which apparently, I didn't know this, but there are only like 4 premises in the world for any story, and they're all from Shakespeare.
Yeah,
I have no idea.
That's what I hear. I've heard that said many times. I don't know if I agree with it.
I mean, you can deviate from a story any way you want, but like, there are a few that are just like the standard, and then there's some people that are very bleak that say that there are only 2 stories, which is the hero leaves town or a stranger comes to town, and that's every story that's ever been written about anything. Wow,
this
really?
is depressing.
Isn't that sad?
No more of that.
I might as well just not consume stories anymore.
I know.
I've seen them all.
You can make them your own and deviate them with like fresh information, things like that.
But to what end? Who cares? It's all for nothing.
Oh God! Don't tell me any more things like that, Al. That really bums me out.
I could tell you that there are some people that believe there are over 20.
Yes.
Yeah, there you go.
I believe there are 50.
There's a million new stories out there, Adam. And all of them need to be told by you.
Well, pressure's
I'm
on
gonna
now.
Start jotting down ideas as I speak.
Let's do it. Workshop time.
So, is there anyone in the class? Have you got like a feel for your classmates yet? In terms of, is there?
Sort of.
I always picture game design classes to have those guys that are just like, oh yeah, Call of Duty is sick, bro, and then want to get into game design because they like Call of Duty but play nothing else. Are there
one guy like that?
Okay.
In this class
All right.
Who smells really bad.
What does he smell like? What does he smell like?
Like someone that doesn't know what a shower is, I guess. It's like
So he
the
smells.
concept is foreign to them.
He smells like Bo.
I was gonna say he smells smelly.
Smells like Bo.
And his hair is always really matted and oily, and he's always standing next to me, and he just talks to me while I'm obviously doing something else, and he's like, hey, yeah, I like your shoe, or something. Or like, that's a nice color, and I'm like, I have no idea he's talking to me, and then he just stands there until I realize he was talking to me, and then I'm like, oh, what? What?
Well, that's
sorry, I was
that's what
working
happens.
in class.
That's what happens when you drink Monster 24/7 and Doritos.
Oh, God.
And wear those fucking
Wait, you drink Doritos?
drink Doritos, yeah. That's hardcore, man. You gotta blend that shit.
You wash it down with Mountain
Yeah, well, yeah, you just put Mountain Dew and Doritos into a blender. Just get it all.
breakfast of champions.
Crack an egg in
man,
there
that-
while you're at
Swallow
it.
the Doritos whole like a beverage.
No, I'm
Oh, my kill streak.
Or you crush up a bag and drink it out of a cup.
no, I'm joking. I'm sure he's a nice guy.
The only UAV would do in it.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah.
There's a guy in my class who always wears cat ears and a collar to his class.
That guy's awesome, I think. Or I hate him. I don't
Does
know.
he play Dark Souls?
Yes.
That's
Wait,
my
what?
guy. That's my guy.
And he asked me
Wait, what does
to
that mean?
be a friend on his YouTube channel, which was like,
Does he have as many subscribers as you?
I don't know. I have not checked.
Oh.
Imagine if he's like a 2 million.
3
Yes,
million.
different.
It's just Pootie Pie and you didn't
Yeah.
didn't know.
Surprise!
Oh, hi there. I don't know. What does
Jesus,
Pootie Pie sound
that
like?
was really
He's
terrible.
Swedish, right?
Well, I don't know what he sounds like, so I've heard him like 3 times in my life and realized that it wasn't for me, so I decided to not listen to him anymore.
Swedish, yeah. Oh, speaking of
Hinga
Swedish...
dinger
No,
durger.
I'm just kidding.
Happy Leif Erikson Day.
I was about to say that. No, I was about to say that I watched all of
Hinga
Eurovision
dinger.
last night.
Sorry,
I
you
don't
watched
think-
all of what?
Is that a big deal in Ireland?
What?
What?
Eurovision? Do you guys care about that?
When
I
it's
don't know
on,
what that
people
is.
watch it and kind of take
What
the
is
piss out
it?
of
It's
it.
a big deal.
What is this?
Eurovision.
Eurovision is a big deal.
I don't know what this is.
It's like
though.
international X Factor, basically. No, that's a terrible way to describe it. I don't know.
It's like a song contest
Test.
where every country has a representative
Has
come
to
up
vote.
and then the other countries vote on which one is their favorite.
Dude, there's such like fucking craziness about the points because people tend to give points away like as if it's diplomatic. You know what I mean? Like they try to give it to friends or neighboring countries.
As in, let's put it this way: in the UK, always give Ireland out of the maximum 12 at least 9.
Yeah,
As in, each country gets 1 to 12 points to give away. As in, they can give away 1 point for this country, 2 points for this country, 3 points for this country. Ireland always gets 9
Yeah.
or more points
Yeah.
from the UK every single year.
but all the other
And the same happens,
countries,
like-
Wait a minute. I've heard of this.
all the other countries
Yeah,
in like
there's-
Central Europe, they just like they buddy up and just give each other like all
Like
the
all
neighboring
the
countries.
Eastern European countries like Estonia and Latvia, they're just like, I'll just pander and like,
Yeah, it's fucking
little
hilarious. So yeah, it's a big deal, but like I don't personally care for it. You know, I
Are
know
the
that-
Irish objectively good singers in the show,
we-
or is it
They've
just?
won
we've
or is it
won a
just-
shit ton of times,
But yeah, but is there a bias? Like that's what I'm getting here. Is that-
no.
Ireland have the most
Here.
amount of victories, which is 7.
Yeah.
However, not one single victory since they changed the format. They
Yeah.
used to have judges, and then they changed to half judge,
Yeah.
half votes, and that fucked everything up.
yeah, it's so funny. Here,
So
like
the Irish have been bribing the judges. Is what you're saying?
here's an example. Like what back in the 60s, 70s, whatever, we sent like singers over. I'd say in maybe the third last one or second last one, we sent over a fucking DJing turkey, like a puppet turkey, right? Called Dustin the Turkey. And he got up, and the guy was puppeting him, whatever, and then he was just playing a DJ deck, and he just sang. What was the song, Adam? Do you remember?
Ireland dup.
Yeah, like you say what? It basically means Ireland 12 points, and he just fucking sang that over and over
No,
again.
2.
2 was it? Oh, sorry, 2 points.
It was just a joke of the fact that Ireland don't win anymore.
Yeah.
And we basically was like, fuck it, who cares?
And it was
Send the turkey.
it was
Let them
fucking
just
hilarious.
Sing the song
Honestly.
and shit on the Eurovision.
Brilliant.
I think Austria won this year, right?
I couldn't tell you. I
It was
don't follow it.
Conchita Wurst, the
Oh,
transgender
yeah.
singer.
That
She
was-
sang that James Bond song, and it was awesome.
Yeah.
And why were you watching this, Elle?
Because okay, so I used to watch Eurovision when I was younger, because it's like I don't know, maybe it's just among people that I know, but we all really like it, even though we have no connection to it, because there's no America at all.
You and Degrassi as well, like that. You're just
There's,
way into.
I don't watch Degrassi anymore. I have since quit that habit. I have kicked that, and I don't want to talk about it anymore.
Yeah.
A really good win at the Eurovision was Sweden a couple of years ago, Lorraine or something. It's a song called Euphoria, which became huge across Europe after she won. Like number 1 in almost half the countries in Europe.
Do you remember when Lordy won? That was great. That was
Lord, and
madness.
just this crazy rock
That was fucking
band
brilliant.
with wigs and masks.
Yeah. So yeah,
Oh, is that the one that was like
it's like a devil band kind of.
Kiss.
Oh, that was
Basically.
Finland, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yep.
That was the one time they won. And I was like, oh, I liked Finland this year though. They were sweet.
Is that because of Yessie?
No,
Mostly.
not at all.
So
bit.
the
What are you talking about?
85%.
the guy that won
Yes.
this year, or fella like transgender guy, was named Conchita Wurst. No, he was it he transgender or is he just drag? I think it's drag.
No, he's transgender. Too.
Oh, is he? Okay.
How come he's got a beard?
Yeah.
That's her. Like she's challenging traditional genders.
Yeah,
stereotypes.
it's-
Make
Right.
up your mind.
So,
what are the other?
I just want to describe this to Randy.
Oh,
I just want to describe
she
this to
was
Randy.
beautiful. She doesn't need
Yeah.
to prove anything.
Like
to
it's
you.
like I was like
Except the fact that she changed her entire body.
I was like, okay, so there's this like very pretty, good-looking person singing on stage. But I was like, right, so it's a woman, obviously, because I was looking at it from far away. And I got closer, and I realized she had a proper beard, like a proper 5 o'clock shadow beard.
She's a beard that I'm jealous of.
Yeah, that you make you go, wow, that's a beard you could set your watch to. And then you're like, what is going on here? And then you realize it's actually a guy in drag, or a transgender guy, whatever. And I...
The transgender lady.
I don't know.
Wait, I don't know the terminology.
Yeah, I don't know what to say.
How do you... Is it a guy that went girl or a girl that went guy?
It's a guy.
Transgender woman means they've transitioned to a woman.
Okay.
So the gender that is the final comes after.
So she started as a man.
It's like
Yes.
woman asterisk.
Wait,
No,
I mean,
it's like woman with no asterisk.
I mean, woman with no asterisk can't grow a beard.
It does. It's not. It's polite. It's respectful.
I mean, I'm
of her
okay.
decision to not like put an asterisk.
I'm
next to
okay.
The fact that
Yep.
she is represented as a woman.
She
But,
kind of
like, but
looks
that's
like
like-
the guy from Game of Thrones. Do you know the big guy?
Drago?
Yeah, she has the face, similar face, and the beard as well.
I love Drogo.
Oh god,
Drogo's hair.
Khal Drogo.
I need to watch that.
Beast.
I need to watch that again.
All his lovely rape scenes.
He was a missed opportunity.
Oh, he didn't rape. It's consensual, man.
I mean, it
Yeah,
was like
as she
not,
was
but
crying.
In
Yeah,
the
but-
book, it was. In the book,
Is
he
that- is that-
fingered
wait,
her
Randy,
until
is
she
that-
was
is
like.
that how-
asking.
they always
No,
cry
in the-
for Randy.
Sex, she's just crying.
In the
Oh,
book,
this is normal. What are you talking about?
in the
No,
book,
it
she
is.
very
In
much
the-
was
in
into
the
it.
show, she's like crying and stuff because it's. I mean, it's their wedding night, so it's like, and it's also kind of like, well, I mean,
Okay,
that's the time.
that was
so
the-
it's not like, but in the book, he hits all the bases, and then he's like, no, and she's like, yes, do it now.
Yeah,
and
once
then
he
just do it
gives
on
her
her.
the horse, which is the first interaction they ever have, she's way into it. She's like, "Oh yeah, all right."
So in the book she's into it, in the show she's not.
In the
Especially
book,
because
she's
the
13
tone
years
war
old as
in
well.
the show.
She's 13 in the book as well.
Yeah,
They
she's
can't have
very
that on
young.
TV.
Yeah, that's
Kind
gross.
of awkward,
What were we talking about?
but it's
I-
also the time.
What were
Transgender. Oh yeah. Well, I mean that's like saying that man that was pregnant, quote unquote, was actually a man with no asterisk. That's
It's
bull
not
crap.
the same at
Yes,
all,
it
because
is. It was a
didn't-
transgender man that got pregnant.
Yeah, but he was like if you see yourself as a different gender, that's the gender you should be referred to as
But
without any asterisk.
So why is it fair to be like, oh, this man got pregnant? No, it was never a woman before.
It's not fair.
But
I
that's
mean,
exactly
you
what
should-
happened.
But that's the way that they portrayed it, like in the media. You can say
Well, that's
whatever you want,
that's
like,
what
oh,
he.
this dude's pregnant. It's
That's what he tried to get. Like that, he got that mainstream attention because he's like, oh, well, I still have these lady parts. I can get pregnant.
Well, I would
it
view him as
doesn't
a
matter if it's fair. It's not your business.
yeah.
What
he calls
you know,
himself.
like, it's,
Yeah,
it's
I
his
would
life
agree.
and body, and it's not really up to us to be like, well, that's not fair.
No, but I mean-
because for an hour in my life, I want to be able to use the right pronoun, and I'm not getting to.
No, but I mean, it
Nice.
just it doesn't seem. I don't like that that guy or whatever got attention
Hey, don't be jealous.
For-
it's okay. If you want
for
to,
all, like on Oprah, probably got like endorsement deals and all this money and all that bullcrap because he decided like, oh well, I'm a dude now, but I still have like the way they were marketing it was just this is a pregnant man, and when I saw that I'm like, holy crap, that's a huge deal. I don't necessarily believe it right away, but hey, if that's true, awesome. But then it wasn't.
wait, what game is this again?
This was not a game.
I was joking.
This is real life,
It's
man.
the Game of Thrones game. The
Game of Life.
Terrible, by the way.
Is it terrible?
It's so bad.
Which one?
The only one that I played, where you play as the guy on the wall.
But aren't Telltale now doing one of them?
Yeah, they are.
I want to see that because that would be amazing. Will be. Would be.
With the transgenders, I really don't care.
I don't care either, but
I genuinely don't care. If I meet one in person, I'll just ask. I'll just call them by their name. Leave pronouns out.
I guess that's
I
the
mean,
thing. We're kind of me and Adam. We're very like Ireland is a very sheltered country. Like
we really don't care.
and we
Yeah,
don't care that much.
I don't
either.
care either.
We don't care.
Yeah.
I'd make
You
out
can
with a
be- you can do
transgender man.
whatever.
The
As long as you
old
don't
people
do it for
care.
me.
Old people care because they're fucking old and just love to
Well,
give out. But
I
most people
I genuinely,
just
I
don't give a shit. We just don't give a
elderly
shit.
people I know, and they don't care either.
Old people here
they
care a lot
They say it in a
too.
very funny way, like the gays are very well dressed.
Yeah, that's so true.
Yeah, that happens here too. But
It's very endearing.
old people
I guess.
actually legitimately care here.
Oh, really?
I'd say more than old people. As a matter of fact, there are a lot of people that.
It doesn't matter. They'll all be dead soon, anyways.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. Like, the world would be better when old people die.
What's
it's
that?
It's just the way it is.
What's that word?
Dude, my grandma is
Baby
awesome,
boomer.
So. The nice old people, I'll miss them.
Yeah, I'll miss the nice old people, but it's a small price to pay.
Well, regardless, that song was great. Is my point.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah,
That was
Eurovision.
a good song.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, good song.
Yeah.
Snow
The
Irlande.
other songs were kind of annoying.
Hey, it's no
But whatever,
Irlande juice
it's okay.
points, but whatever.
Oh, dude, Poland had a good song.
Did they?
It was about how Slavic girls are like the hottest girls ever, and it was just
that
a bunch
true?
of milkmaids.
Oh
on stage
shit! I remember
washing
that.
their tits.
Yeah, they were
so good.
They were
I was
basically like
yeah.
jerking off the butter churns on like live TV, just like up and down suggestively, and you were just like, "Whoa, I gotta
yeah.
excuse myself." Excuse me.
Yeah, sure, hold on. I'll be
The
right back.
music video is even worse.
I'm
I was
sure.
just like, oh shit.
I'll be back in 45 seconds.
Oh god.
I'll be back in 45. And the lyrics are literally
In a
just
minute,
like
man.
Slavic girls. We know how to use our charming beauty. Like, we'll make you delicious food. One sip of the vodka and you'll never want to leave. And I was
Oh,
like, that's
God.
kind of nice.
That's beautiful.
Thank
Beautiful.
you guys. Like, it was very sweet. But I like how in the beginning they all look like trashy American girls, and then like this girl comes up and is like, "No, y'all need to be pretty," and she like makes them all pretty and like wearing
She
traditional
makes them
clothes
Polish.
and stuff. I was like, nice.
Adam,
I see what you did there.
Adam,
Yeah.
have you been playing anything?
No, I had to check that. Yeah. I didn't know about the Polish song. It's
Check it.
brilliant.
It
yeah,
is.
I just watched the first few seconds. It's brilliant. It's like,
What is it with
no,
you people just
screw
watching
that.
videos during the podcast? It sucks.
I had to watch like 3 seconds.
Randy, you need to stop hating everything.
I hate life.
Listen, people.
You should.
No, seriously, watch it. It's
Old people.
so good.
Young
And
people.
it actually has a good beat. It's like, I could dance to that.
Link me and I will watch it after the podcast.
Oh my god, link him. Someone, please.
Link him. Okay, myself, I was playing. No, wait, Elle in your design
Oh yeah,
class.
L, right. We're
Oh
not
no, I mean, I was just talking about the premises, and then you said, don't talk about the premises anymore.
Yeah, don't actually. I actually don't go any further. I don't want you to be lifting up the veil of what game design really is.
Yeah, because Adam doesn't... It's like how sausage is made. He doesn't want to know.
Don't want to
Ooh,
know.
I know how sausage is made.
He doesn't want to know
Why
that
I
either.
don't eat it.
Nope,
Tell
don't
me.
wanna
Tell me
know.
afterwards.
Don't
Whisper.
want to
I
know.
will tell you.
Whisper it.
Tastes good. Don't want to know.
Yeah, I'm kind of that way with Chicken McNuggets. I don't care.
Oh, yeah, it's
Yeah.
the same thing.
Yeah,
I
but
know
at the
what
same
they're
time,
made of.
I've
Just there's less intestinal casings.
well, that's right. I know what a Chicken Mc. I've seen the stuff that people are like, oh, look, isn't it gross? I'm like, yeah, but it tastes good. I don't know.
It's like the strawberry ice cream. The
I
strawberry
just don't
sauce
care.
with meat snake.
Is it offensive to my senses? No, then I don't care. I don't care what. It,
You can just live the way you want.
yeah, I'll go eat some Chicken McNuggets right now.
Ew, don't.
I'll do it. Don't even try to stop me.
I will join you.
I will stop you.
I'm hungry now.
I kind of want some chicken.
Oh.
I have been playing.
Tell me about it.
Is it XCOM?
Well, I'll get out of the way first.
Last of Us?
I finished God of War Ascension.
Okay.
And
An ending of meh.
okay.
Yeah, an ending of just kind of, oh, well, of course, because it's a prequel and I know what's happening in the next.
You also lied to me. You said there was no sex scene. I don't know if you didn't find it, but it's there.
I must not have found it.
I went on
I
YouTube.
did-
How
That's the
did
sole
you
reason you played
find
God of War
that?
game.
How did you find that?
I went to YouTube and searched God of War 1 sex scene because I wanted to make sure that I was remembering it
Oh, God
correctly.
of War 1?
No. I searched on YouTube for God of War 1 sex scene, and the God of War Ascension sex scene came up.
Well, fam, my penis is already
So
out.
I wanted
guess
to.
I
I
better
wanted
keep
to make
going.
sure that I was remembering it correctly after our
Yeah.
lengthy God of War sex conversation.
You know they have other websites for that, right?
What are they?
Well, talk to me afterwards. I got to hook up.
Okay.
Let me introduce something that takes up 90% of the internet.
And that's gonna do it for the podcast.
What was that joke in Scrubs? It's like if they ban porn, all websites would be deleted, and there'd be one left called bringbacktheporn.com.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah, the game I'm playing, I sunk my teeth
Yes.
into it. It was
Yes.
sitting in Steam, and I booted up, and I played 4 straight hours
Yes.
of this Psychonauts.
Yeah,
Yay! Psychonauts!
it's a heck of a game.
Psychonauts is
All right,
wonderful.
where did you get to?
I'm up to the Milkman conspiracy.
Oh, that level is so good.
That's a good one. Very good level.
It isn't it? Isn't.
No.
This is actually my least favorite part of the game so far.
The part where you play it is not, but the jokes around it is hilarious.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, as in the actual playing it, I had to back out of the game and look up a guide. I went, what is going on here?
That's Tim Schafer being like, I want to make an adventure portion of this game again. Because you can
Yeah,
tell
that's
Tim
what- that's what I
Schafer is
felt
like,
oh, this,
he hasn't made an adventure game in a while. He's like, all right, this game's 3/4 of the way done. I need to I need to put an adventure game.
Yeah.
There's another
it
level
did
like
feel
that.
very, where it's like you're just wandering around and then you're meant to find objects, and one of the objects is in the trunk of a car that you're meant to slap.
Yep.
It's like, how the hell was I meant to know that?
But
It's just some of the things are just in strange place, and and then of course, not of course, and then it says that you gotta do this. You gotta suck up this fucking web of discarded memories, or whatever. You need a kind of a sucker to do it, but you need to have enough of these shards to buy it, which is 800, and I had 100.
Oh, the
So
webs
for
or whatever?
fuck's sake.
like
I had to go
the purple
farm and
webs.
find those things. Sorry?
The purple webs.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
You
that
need to suck one of those up to get another item, and then of course, once I sucked that up and I got the item, then I went into the next part of that level, and it said I need to be level 30 so I can use this ability of invisibility, to get through a little section. But I was only level 26, so I had to go out of that level and then go farm around trying to get fragments of memories to build up my levels. Like, just a giant roadblock. I was like, poof. Alright, time to go off and do monotonous stuff.
So, to be perfectly honest with you, you've probably seen the best that that game has. It doesn't... I feel like the first half of that game is way better than the second half. I think overall
Don't
it's...
do it to me now. I'm not
well,
finished it.
Well, I mean, maybe you'll... maybe you won't think that. I don't think the latter levels are as good as the first... those first 3 levels are incredible. Like, they're... Like, everything was... The gameplay I thought was great. The collecting I even thought was fun, and just the jokes and everything's just
What
right up my alley.
really made me realize that I like this game was after you finish the tutorial mission, and then you are brought to the camp and you can explore all of it.
Yeah.
All the sections, all the areas. You can just go to any of them. And I spent about 20 minutes just going every nook and cranny, going like, all right, now I suppose I should probably go to where I'm meant to go, my mission.
Yeah, and it's...
the beautiful thing about that is your mission there's no mini map. Your mission is you have a map which you can access from the menu. There's like a little marker saying where you're meant to go, but then because the area is such a size and laid out in such a way that you know it, that you don't need a map, a little mini map in the corner, or an objective marker on the screen. You can just figure it out.
Yeah.
I really like that.
It's a really... the second half's not as good as the first half, but I still think it's really good. So, you got chased by the fish dude, right?
Yeah, that was a long boss battle.
Yeah, it was. I liked it, though. I thought it was good.
There's so many just great characters.
Yes.
And I make a point to talk to everyone because they all say
Because
something funny.
they are all hilarious. They are...
Do you know the dumb kid who was the first to get his brain taken?
Is that the one in the plane? The guy that gets sucked out of the plane?
No, different kid. But they're playing hide and seek at one point in the game, and then they'll go play hide and seek, and then about 2 hours later, I just found him standing in grass, and I clicked on him, and he just went, "I'm hiding." And he was like clearly visible. He was just standing there going, "I'm hiding."
Yeah, that's just a fantastic game. It gets weird and dark near the end, and that's why I kind of don't like it as much, but I still think it's good. It's still... The highs are so high that I think that it's still one of my favorites. As a game, it is probably one of my favorite games, because it's just... No game has just been so consistently funny like that. The timing in video games to make it funny is really, really hard. And I think that game just does it for...
cutscenes.
Yeah, and this one is just... Even the surroundings is just great. While you're... just quick little things while you're climbing in the tutorial level, the battlefield or whatever, and you're shimmying along, and he's like... And the guy's like yelling at you, he's like, "Is your name Joey?" Like, "No." "Well, I'm gonna call you Slowy Joey." "But that's not my name." "Yeah, shut up, Joey." It's just funny. And you're playing the game while that's happening. It's in the context, it's brilliant.
a great example of that is the conspiracy level where there's all these men who are obviously secret agents but are trying to play it off like they're just regular Joes. Because they've all got like equipment. Some of them have got hedge clippers, and then some of them got just a stop sign. Some of them have just got a telephone that they're working on the telephone wire. Some of them are just wandering around a graveyard like, oh, I'm taking care of the graveyards.
I am a
And then
plumber.
my favorite are the guys with the sniper rifles. And when you walk by them, some of them are just like looking down the end of the barrel, aiming it around as if like they all have no idea to how to use the objects they've been given. Like half of them are doing it properly, and then the other half are just nonsense. As in with the guys with the phones, one guy's like pretending he's on the phone, the other guy is just pointing it away from himself and then just gesturing and then flipping it up and throwing it around.
Yeah.
It's brilliant.
I wish I could go back and play Psychonauts for the first time again. That was such a treat when I first jumped. Like, just even exploring, like you said, exploring the camp, you run into everyone and there's always something funny going on. I wanted to find everybody. I want, like, Dugan, is that his name? Is that the kid you were talking about?
This is really dumb one.
Yeah. And he's like, I could never
funny.
kill anyone. Because the squirrels are talking to him. That's just funny. The whole thing is hilarious. Until the end. And then it gets weird dark.
Well, I haven't finished it yet.
Yeah, I've never played the game all the way through, so don't talk.
I'm going to tell you exactly what happens.
But it's
You
wonderful.
can live vicariously through me when I play it, if you want.
And I picked up on Steam for ages ago for about a $5, maybe, barely.
Yep, it's probably less than that.
Here's a crazy thing. Some of the cutscenes are pre-rendered, so they look like the PS2 versions. And when it cuts back to real time, everything is so much better.
Yeah, games have been doing that for a while. It's weird to me.
The beauty of PCs. A game came out, I think it came out in 2002, 2003 or something like that.
Yeah.
And then it's just wonderful because, it gets better as your PC does. It's the great thing about PC gaming is when you go back and play older games, they look better than ever.
But now when you're playing games on PC that are also made for consoles that have that same thing where they're like, oh, here are the pre-rendered cutscenes, and then you get in there like, whoa, and now it's way better looking. Like Saints Row had that thing where it was like these cutscenes were clearly designed for console, and then as soon as you get into the actual game, it's like, this looks way, way better. Like, way better than the actual cutscene.
Pre-rendered cutscenes were the best of what it was on console.
Yes.
As in, which is the craziest thing because as bad as they look in comparison to how you play it now, back in the day, those were the equivalent of the CGI big cutscenes, and the game didn't look nearly as good.
Yeah, we've crossed that line.
It's wonderful. Yeah,
Psychonauts is great.
Highly recommend it. It is wonderful. It is brilliant. And it is cheap, and we are running out of time.
So do you want to do a prediction on Alien Isolation?
Yes, indeed. We missed our mark on Shadow of Mordor.
We had the idea to do a little prediction game. We were each going to give our guess as to what the Metacritic would be for a particular upcoming big release, because there's a lot of games, so a big release. And then see what comes out. But we were going to do it with Shadow of Mordor, but Shadow of Mordor's reviews are starting to come out. Mm-hmm. I just wanted to say that it is right in line with what I was going to say, so I win.
Well,
as long as you won, Rand.
Yep.
That's all that matters.
Yep. Mm-hmm. All right. So we're going to do it with Alien Isolation.
Everyone angry at Andy. Seething. Just...
All right. Here's the thing. You can only...
Was it a
we
Metacritic?
Do 0.5s? We do a 20-point, or we do a...
No, I thought we do
a
Metacritic.
100-point. Yeah, we're doing Metacritic, so it's a 100-point scale.
So I don't like Metacritic.
Yeah, but
I know that, but it's the best way.
Whoever gets closest will win.
But whoever gets closest, it's not about like the quality of the game or whatever. It's just trying to guess what we think the aggregate.
Why not do game rankings instead? Because
I don't know what the
that's
difference
an
is.
actual average.
Is it Metacritic's an average too?
It's a weighted average.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Really?
Interesting.
I didn't know that.
Let me double check. I'm pretty sure it's a weighted average.
So you're saying like GameSpot has more pull than gamesblog.co.uk?
Yeah.
I made that up. It probably exists.
Let me double check this.
Let me check actually.
Yeah, where's their about? Where's your about? Don't take me to CBS Interactive.
CBS Interactive?
I'm pretty sure it's weighted. They said it before. There's like, we give more to Rolling Stone magazine than anybody else.
Huh. Alright, we can do game rankings then. I'm fine with that.
But why does everyone use Metacritic? I don't.
Because I just thought like we just said, oh, it has the most reviews out, I guess. So we just figured like,
Metacritic gets more.
Yeah, we would say quantity over, well, not quality.
I just thought it was an average. I didn't know it was a weighted thing.
And I agree. So, but yeah, we can do game rankings.
But I don't care if it's game rankings.
Whatever.
But that's also a 100-point scale, is it not?
Yeah.
All right.
Well, that's actually I suppose more than 100 point. They do to 2 decimal points, 2 decimal places.
Okay.
This is like
Brutal.
technically a 10,000 points.
Oh my god.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, 10,000. Ooh.
We should probably just round it to the nearest one.
Yeah. So like, whatever you say. Do you want to go first, Randy? Because I know you have some.
So for Alien Isolation,
strong feelings.
I will give the reason why I'm going to say what I'm going to say.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna. So we're just gonna say a number, right? And whoever has the closest number.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I will say the Metacritic or game ranking, will be a 73. That is my number.
Okay.
And that is because I think that game, all the reviewers are going to be like, oh, it's great for the first 2 hours, but then it keeps going. And it's $60.
Yeah.
Also, all this DLC stuff.
Uh-huh.
Also, Sega and Aliens.
Yeah. I'm going to say myself, I'm going to say 63.
Oh!
Oh! I dipped down because I think the game will be competent, very good, it looks gorgeous. But, like Randy said, I think the game will be too long because it seems like they said, from what I've seen, there's a lot more combat than I originally thought. So you have to fight against humans. I always get this wrong. What are they? Clones? Robots? Androids?
Are we writing this down?
Yeah, I'm writing mine down. So I have 65 down. And I said 63. So. Fucking hell. Oh, jeez. Long day, lads. Long day. Yeah, so I just think the game will be kind of padded. That's just my initial feeling. That it would be just kind of like maybe not enough content, but they feel like, oh, we have to make it last 15 hours, which is what. Are you
picking 63 or 65?
I'm 63.
Okay,
63. Yeah, I just feel like the game will be fine. It'll be a decent 63 out of 100 is not a bad score, but I just think it will fall down in some areas, as in the AI doesn't look too great, and I think it'll be a bit too long or too padded. It'll kind of start off strong and kind of peter out a bit. So yeah. Does anyone else want to stab?
You're forgetting about the fact that video game websites operate on a 7 to 10 scale.
Right, which is why I said 73.
Yeah.
Which is why I'm going to say 8.
80. So, wait, 80.
Yeah.
On the dot. 80.
They operate, because it's...
Okay.
They're all going to give it 8.
Because an 8 would be an 8
just
out of
my
100.
feeling about it.
Mm-hmm.
It'd be a 0.8. All right.
80, as in, they're just going to either say, like, 7 is bad, 8 is grand, 9 is good, 10 is perfect.
Yeah,
That's
but...
no one's going to give it a 6.
Yeah. I have something to say about that, but I'll say it after Elle's guess.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're rounding it up, right?
Yep.
Oh, well then... Oh. It's just by the one number.
To the nearest whole number, yeah.
I was just going to say, like, 7.
So, what, 70?
70.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to be that good. Like, I was going to say,
Yep.
like 69, but I think 70 is safer.
I think that's a fine score. I don't get why people think 7's a bad score. It's definitely better than...
I mean, it's also because certain people are going to be like, but it's Aliens, so I can't say that it's a shit show.
Hey, look, can we say one thing? It's
better.
It's going to be better than Colonial Marines. Let's put that down right there. Knock on wood. It will be better than Colonial Marines.
Running the gambit, Nathan is 63, Elle is 70, Randy is 73.
73.
73, and I'm 80. Run the gambit.
Okay.
We're old.
I just can't see anybody giving it 6s.
I can see 6s.
I can definitely see 6s.
But nobody gives 6s.
Well,
there are some people that give 6s.
Destiny got 6s, Don't be surprised. Like, this is what I was just going to say. Think of all the big hype games that have come out, like, Titanfall and Destiny, Watch Dogs. They've all got, 6, 7, 8. And now, what's the new game that came out? Middle-earth, Shadow of Mordor. That's been getting 8s, and people have been going crazy, going, oh my god, this is way better than I thought it would be. It's hilarious because
if Destiny got 8s, everyone would be like... Destiny did get lower than that.
Yeah,
but
the hype train is just all over the place. Because people are like, they're so excited for one game, and when it gets an 8, they go bananas. But
Well, it's because it's the expectations. People thought that Destiny was going to be the hottest thing in the world, and when it got lower than a 96, people lost their minds. But then everyone's like, Shadow of Mordor.
But yeah, but like,
wait.
But right, so I'm looking at Eurogamer here. They scored Shadow of Mordor an 8, and they scored Destiny an 8, and people are going mad, going, wait, it feels like the 8 is stronger here in Shadow of Mordor as opposed to Destiny, even though they're the same frickin' score. And I just feel like hype and excitement and expectations really kind of ruin things for people.
Right. This is why the game exists. This is why we're able to do this. It's not a judge of the game's quality at all. It's a judge of, we're taking the hype into perspective. We're talking about, like Adam said, most game sites only do 7 to 10 scale, so we have to take that into consideration. We have to take into consideration that people might be really peeved about the last Alien games. They might rate it lower for that. Like we have to take in $60 for this experience that might weigh. It's all about trying to figure out what the mindset of the reviewers. It has nothing to do with the quality of the game. I want the game to be great. I don't think it's going to be, but I want it to be.
I'm the same. I'm not trying to poo-poo the game before it even comes out. I just want to, I'm just giving my opinion, what I think just from the videos I've seen. I'm thinking, I don't really like this feature. Maybe it won't be. It'll be different when I actually play it, because I will play it. That's the thing. If I feel this strongly about it, I'm definitely going to give it a whirl. Because I said to the guys, I was like, okay, I'm going to give this a rent. I need to see if it's any good. And
I'll probably just buy it. I need to know.
And yeah, we'll probably talk about it and see what we thought. Hopefully we're proven wrong, because I want to be wrong so badly. When
does that come out?
It's not out until October 14th, I want to say. Let me Google.
All
right, hold on.
Sooner.
Maybe sooner. October 7th. October 7th.
Oh, okay. Oh man, we're right on the cusp.
Oh, right. That's grand.
Yep. That is a Tuesday, which is...
Let's hope the reviews are out before then.
Yeah, Tuesday week. Yeah.
Let's hope the reviews are out before next Friday.
Yeah.
Actually, we're recording on Wednesday next week, so...
Yeah.
Oh, we are.
By the way, we're recording Wednesdays now.
Adam's so excited that he's yawning.
It's getting late.
Indeed.
Okay, that's grand then. Oh, I forgot we're changing. Okay, brilliant. That'll wrap it up. Winner gets to pick what the next game we all pick our score for.
Sure.
That way then they can kind of do all the research beforehand and then spring it upon everyone else.
Jesus, if you're that bothered, I guess.
Pac-Man Championship 13. I predict
9. Solid 9.
Yeah, I expect like mid-80s for that. Does that game exist?
Probably.
I just made it up.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that...
I know there's a championship series, but I don't know what number.
Yeah, I don't know. I think there's only been 2, and I think they haven't made another one.
Alright, so that will do. Thanks everyone for listening. And thank you to Elle, Randy, and Nathan.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Thank you.
Oh, goodness.